Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video, we're going to talk about pedal boards and why are they so expensive? The thing is, there are a lot of options when it comes to pedal boards out there. And then of course, depending on how many pedals you have, the sizes of your pedals, it's going to really affect the budget and everything. But one of the things that I did notice very consistently was how expensive pedal boards can be. I mean, on average, I was finding pedal boards between $100 to $200 to $300 even. In fact, I even found a pedal board for like $500. It's freaking insane, especially when you consider at the end of the day, just what is a pedal board? In most cases, a metal shelf that is on the floor and you just use it to arrange your pedals and have them organized and all that. But for some reason, they're, especially like depending on like the range I was looking in, you're looking at about easily $150. And it's just hard to not feel like you're being taken advantage of, as a musician, because I think a lot of people would consider this like a sort of maybe a niche market. It's even though it's not really that niche. The idea of spending $150 for a pedal board just seems kind of crazy. And so I actually went online and I did a search for like possible alternative options that I think are much more affordable. And yeah, sure, they might require a little bit of tweaking here and there, but I think you're going to get essentially the same results for a much cheaper price. To be honest, I'm not actually in the market for a pedal board, but it was something that I was thinking about for the future. And that is because I've been expanding my collection of pedals, and not by much. A lot of what I use is mostly digital, or I'll use multi-effects. So I don't really need like a big pedal board or anything, but it got me thinking, like, if I were to go on the road, or if I were to play shows and start playing, being more active, like I want to get something that I could have to kind of have all my gear together and it be very organized. And so of course, pedal board is the most logical way to go with this. Now, before in the past, I used my Boss GT10, which is a large multi-effects pedal, and I didn't really need a pedal board. That was the only thing I used, so I just basically put that on the floor. That was it. Yeah, so with this, since I've been getting a few more things, adding to that collection, I wanted something to have to organize it, and so that's what brings me to what we have here. I feel like for more of the seasoned musicians, gigging, touring musicians, they probably look at this stuff and they go, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, this is like, that's normal. Like, $190 for a freaking pedal train pedal board, or $270. What the fudge? $109, it's a little more reasonable, but still, like, it's a little something, it's a little much to me. And then this freaking ridiculous beast, $370. What the fudge is that? It looks like a metal stepper. I mean, seriously, I was this one, $569. Now, it comes with a power grid, a buffer bay, so it looks like it comes with a power supply. But even then, dude, what the hell? Like, this one is $280, and ooh, it comes with a case. Maybe, people, they say whatever to justify it. Oh, you're paying for the craftsmanship, or you're paying for, whatever. You're not paying for the materials, because I can guarantee you the materials that make this up it's not even remotely close to being worth this. It's metal, okay? This isn't titanium, okay? This isn't freaking vibranium here. It's nothing special, okay? Obviously, there was a lot of design and experimentation going into it, and I feel in a way kind of triggered by this, because coming, personally from my own like background, I grew up in a household where my dad would basically build a lot of this stuff around the house. So bookshelves, like nice, high quality bookshelves. He even built my brothers a bunk bed, freaking 2x4s and plywood, like, and painted it. Even when I was little, like my first skateboard, he made it. He freaking bought some wood and went and carved it into the shape of a skateboard and bought the wheels for it. And yeah, I mean, so I grew up in a household where my dad would make things. Going and looking at this stuff and seeing, even $129, $130, to a lot of people that might seem very reasonable. To me, it just feels insanely overpriced. No joke. There years ago, there was this if I find if I find it, I'll throw it up in the video, but it was basically this sound shield, and you would put it in front of your amp, and the idea was it would like diffuse the sound in a way where it would make it so that the sound wasn't just hitting you in your legs, or even if it was more spread out. But the idea was that you could be standing on the side and you would still get a decent volume of your amp. You didn't have to be directly in front of it or at ear level. And I always thought it was a cool device. Then I saw the price. I think that thing was like more than like $300 or something. And they had like cheaper versions, but I swear it was just so ridiculously overpriced. And honestly, that was the only reason I never got it, because I just felt like this is way overpriced. It should be $80 for what it is. So I come to this stuff, I see this, it's a little tiny baby pedalboard. It's $130. And I thought, dude, there has to be cheaper alternative options to this. So yeah, I went on Amazon and I was looking up metal panels, and these things came up. And surprisingly, I came across this one in particular. This particular one, it comes with 3 panels, and they're designed for going on your wall, like in a workshop. What I've noticed too, by the way, is I've noticed there are a lot of things that are designed for like workshops that are surprisingly good for like musician or gear oriented stuff. I don't see enough musicians talk about this. You should definitely have like a small toolbox with you, screwdriver, like batteries, whatever stuff in there, like little handy tools, flashlight stuff you need for when you're playing gigs. You can easily go and whatever, easily accessible. But anyway, I came across this wall panel, and this one in particular is 12 by 24. So it actually would be big enough. Just one would be big enough for my gear. But what's cool about it is it comes in a few different colors: black, blue, orange, red, white, or actually it's like gray. I kind of like the red actually, but the black is also really cool. And it's designed specifically for hanging tools and stuff, but you could use that for cables if they can fit through there. Or if you have like a drill, you could probably drill bigger holes. I'm not really sure how thick it is. I know the panels are like maybe like half an inch thick, but you could essentially put some like little like foot pads or something on the bottom to elevate it off the ground. And you could also, and then that way you could put like your power supply and stuff in there. And again, you get 3 of these and it's $50. Now this particular one's on sale, but yeah, you have all these options here. Metal step stool. I found this thing, it was like $40. There's these, and then if you need like some stuff underneath, like, you put your power supply or whatever, get a drill. Like I have a drill bit, freaking drill some holes in it. And then you could put whatever power supply you want to put, and Yeah, you know, and these things are meant to support humans and large people. This one's like 600 pounds. Now, granted, it's not necessarily the same form factor, but these have like foldable legs. But the whole point I'm getting at is that there are alternative and affordable options for people if they're not trying to spend a lot of money. But anyway, that was my rant for the day. So, you know, I hope you guys get something out of this. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I will catch you later. Bliggity blam in your face.